Hey actors, how are you? Okay, so someone just recently asked me, do I still need a resume? So here's my answer to that. Not really. As far as Spotlight and Actors Access, you have to plug your resume into that. So you do need to know some things about formatting your resume because you do need to plug them into those sites right now because that's the way the business is done in America and the UK is through the site Spotlight and through Actors Access and casting networks. Actors Access and casting networks are in the United States and then Spotlight's in the UK. And I think also similar or same sites are in Canada, Mexico, Australia, and New Zealand. And on those sites, there's an opportunity for you to plug in your resume via the template that they have, okay? So for film and television, film and television, you want to put the name of the project on the left side. The center column is the descriptive phrase. So not your character name, but the descriptive phrase, which I will tell you about in 1 minute. And then the last column is what studio or who directed it, or both. So this is for TV and film. So for film, I generally put the name of the film. And then if it's an unknown film or and there's anything that I can, like it won awards, I might put in parentheses next to the title, won this award at Cannes or won this award at South by Southwest or whatever film festival. Or if it's a film that's not been released, but it's with famous people besides yourself, then you want to put their names as well. I did a movie called Manure that was with Téa Leoni and Billy Bob Thornton. So I put Manure and then starring Billy Bob Thornton and Téa Leoni because you want to support. Someone said to me once, your resume, your headshot is what is the future and your resume is the past, which I think is like a really, really good piece of advice. Okay, second column, first column is title with anything to uphold that title, like if it's won awards or there's famous people in it. Second column is descriptive. So for film, I generally put lead, principal, or supporting. And if I'm going to put background work on I wouldn't put background work on my video, but if you're going to put my resume, if you're going to put background work, then use the word featured in your center column. But generally, I use the terms lead, principal, and supporting. So like in the Hannah Montana movie, I had like one scene, right? So that's supporting. Then with something like Resident Evil Extinction, I was more of a principal player. Even though I had one scene, I was like 12th in the starring order. So I put principal in the second column. Does that make sense? And then in the third column, you want to put, like I said, the studio and or the director or both. Now with TV, you put the name of the show, and then the center column is series lead, guest star, co-star, recurring, or again, featured. Now on soap operas, they usually use the term day player, but I would just do guest star or co-star, series lead, recurring, guest star, co-star. And then with TV, it's mostly about, because everyone knows mostly like what platform or channel that show is on. So it's more about who directed your episode, but you can also put like Netflix and then put the director. Okay, now with plays on your resume, you want to put the name of the play, and the center column is the name of the character, and then the third column is the theater that you did it at, and the director if the director holds weight. But most importantly, the theater that you directed it at. So you want to have your film, TV, and whatever's more important. And also, listen, you don't need to put them in chronological order. Put them in your best credits up at the top, because we tend to read, left to right, and we read at the top. And so always put your most important credits at the top of the resume. They don't need to be in chronological order depending on when you did it. That doesn't matter. Most important credits at the top. Now, if you are actually doing a paper resume, which again is not really needed that much anymore, you do want to put your contact information on how they can get a hold of you at the top of the resume as well. And generally your height, and if you want to put your age range, you can, and your union affiliations. Those what would be important. Now, film, television, and theater are always on websites. Oh my God, resumes. Sorry, I was shooting a movie all day yesterday, so I'm a little tired. Okay, so those are always on resumes, but also what we've seen in recent years is your social media, like web series, sketch comedy, stand-up, ballet. So anything that supports you as a performer can go on that resume. A lot of times with commercials, people will put available upon request, list available upon request. Again, don't put that if you don't have any commercial credits, because that's kind of silly, right? Here's something else that's really important. Your special skills. So if you speak a lot of languages, if you drive a motorcycle, if you have weaponry, any kind of weaponry training, all of that is really, really important on a resume. And so those are kind of things that are important on a resume. But again, I'm not going to go too much into that because we don't really use them that much anymore. We plug them in on the different websites. Now, as far as headshots, again, I have a stack of headshots over here that I never use. I paid to have them printed and I don't use them. Why would I use them? Here's what most of my clients are using right now. We're doing marketing documents, right? And you definitely need like some sort of marketing document. The great thing about that is that you can put on it whatever you want to put on it, right? There's a great company called Actors One Sheets, right? That's really good, owned by one of our past clients, Sarah Matsui Colby. She does great work. She also makes postcards, and those can be very helpful, and business cards with your picture and your name attached. Here's the important thing, you guys. Everything you send out to your customer base needs to have your name and face attached to it, because that's what's really important, because people hire people they think they know. Okay? So those are things where you can really show your brand and show yourself, are in postcards, marketing documents, and business cards. And you definitely need to have one or a few of those. Okay? So, you definitely have to have headshots digitally, because you're going to need those to upload to Actors Access, Spotlight, casting networks, Backstage, whatever sites you're using. All right. Okay. I hope this has helped you. Hope it answered some questions, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay. Bye.